Hey Google, what's the date?
It's Wednesday, August 7th, 2024.
Hey Google, what's the time?
It's 11:03 a.m.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Psychic Predictions with Orion Ray. So, people, today is the 7th, as Google just told you, and I'm warning you of an attack on the 9th. Warning you of an attack on Friday. I can see this attack, okay? I can see it. So, when it comes from me feeling things to me seeing things, that becomes quite dangerous because now I can see it, and then that means I'm usually not wrong. What I can see a beach area. I can see buildings burning within this beach area, meaning if you're standing on the beach, you can look up and you can actually see these burning buildings. And whatever's coming on Friday, it's going to be massive. Now, that doesn't mean it's in the United States. But I can see the beach area. I can also see that it is in, crowded, city places. So these attacks are multi-attacks I'm seeing in all these places. It will definitely 100% be in the Middle East, over in Israel and probably Lebanon, and that's just going to happen. I'm hoping what I'm seeing isn't here, but when I see things, I have never been able to see things and read. It's very difficult to read in the visions. The letters, even if there is a sign or something, it's too hard to read in the visions. It's like blurry. It doesn't show up, and that's more of a remote viewing. But that doesn't, you never can read it. It's very, very hard to read. You can see colors, you can see shapes, you can see people. But it's weird with the way letters work. So I can't see where it is. But people, you have to be vigilant. You need to watch your surroundings. Make sure you have supplies. Try to get supplies to last you a month. But even if you can get supplies to last you a week, go do that, folks. Please. I have been telling you about these attacks coming for over a year now. Go listen to my previous recordings. They're in there. You got to do all this. You got to prepare, folks. This is coming, and I'm only giving you 2 days notice. I know I've actually given you a year notice, so maybe y'all have listened, but where I'm telling you and actually able to give you a date now, which is this Friday, which will be the 9th of August, I am only giving you 2 days with an exact date, but I'm still giving you a date. Go prepare. Please go prepare. Watch your surroundings. I know that, they're going to try to hit our American, troops in different places, abroad. But I'm worried. And I'm going to keep trying to remote view this, because now I'm going to go from seeing visions and things that might come to me, they just come out of the blue to me. It's really weird. But I'm going to actually try to do the remote viewing, which sometimes I can. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I'm pretty good at it. Other times I don't get anything, of course. But I was right on what the Trump shooter looked like. His description, other than I got the color of the shirt wrong, but I told you guys what he looked like and where he was way before it was ever, hours and hours before it was ever announced by any media. Because I could see it. That was one of those things I could see what the guy looked like. I saw his race and his age and so forth, and that's in my audio tapes. But what's coming Friday is something's coming Friday. Something's, and I wish I knew the location, folks. I don't like just telling you things and not being able to tell you where. But all I can tell you is have the supplies ready. It might not be on our continent. But I just, problem is things will be before November. So you should be stocking up already anyway. Between now and November, people, we're at an extremely high risk on attacks. And I see both times. Of course, there's going to be a cyber attack, no doubt about it. How bad it will be, I don't know. No doubt about it, there'll be cyber attacks. There already has been many cyber attacks. Many of them. A lot of them, they've intercepted. Other ones, they only got so far with them. But the cyber attacks coming. But the other kind of attack, the ones you're thinking of, the ones I'm thinking of, yeah, they are coming as well. And there is going to be so much civil unrest before November and during November. All the way, probably from September through 25, actually. There's going to be a lot of problems, a lot of civil unrest. This is just the beginning of it, People are going to finally start standing up for their country, and they're going to start taking their country back. And you already see this in the UK. Well, it's next going to happen in Australia. Oh, it's going to happen in Ireland. Then it's going to happen in Australia. Then it's going to go to Canada. Then it's going to go to the US. And that's the order it will fall in. But the riots and all, this is just the beginning. If they think they've stopped these riots, they don't know what they're talking about. Finally, people have said, we're not going to let you take our country because we don't have anywhere to go. This is our country. And you can't just come invade and take over our country and destroy our culture and destroy our language. And finally, people are standing up to this. And this is what you are seeing in the UK right now. They're standing up against a tyrannical government and against people invading them. And they're saying, no more. You're not going to destroy our culture, our language, our people, and inflict your unjust rules and unfair rules upon us. Because that's what they've done. That's what they're doing. That's what they did here during January the 6th, people. They went and just came down so hard on the January 6th people, but yet all of the rest, everybody else, the BLM and all of those, they got by with everything. Did they not? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And it was not fair. And it won't be fair. This is not a fair battle. But there will be other things on our side. And if you're a spiritual person, things are going to be okay. We just got some hard times to get through. So stock up. Be aware of your environment. I always tell you that. Do not give up your right to bear arms, people. That is truly, and I say it almost every time I'm on here, that is a difference of you being a citizen or you being a slave is your Second Amendment. That's the difference right there. That's all the difference is. That's all the difference is. Because when they try to take all your guns, they're trying to take all the power. Because if we don't have our weapons, our power's gone. Our power is gone. So you fight You stand, I don't want to say fight like physical fight. You stand up for those rights, right? You do not let them destroy your Second Amendment. You stand up for your rights and you vote the right way. Okay? Vote the right way to protect your freedoms. Do not give up your freedoms. I cannot tell you how much. Oh, I can go on and on and on. But you need to know. You really need to know. You know, they're going to come after your freedoms. They already have. You already saw this during COVID. They took your freedom of speech. They took your freedom of assembly, and they took your freedom of religion. They took three main, basic, constitutional rights and destroyed it over a damn virus. Over a BS damn virus. And they took your freedoms. The one thing that should matter more than anything in the world to you. That should mean more than anything. God and then your freedoms should be the order it goes in. Then your family. Because without your freedoms, you can't protect your family. And I know that sounds crazy, but your freedom has to come first. Your rights must come first in order to protect your freedoms. So please listen to what I'm saying. And you know what? You're not a criminal. And your friends aren't criminals, and they're not just shooting everybody up, and everything's not happening, right? Like, you can walk around in the U.S. and not worry about things. I know I do all the time. And why in the world would you ever decide to give up your freedoms? Why would you give up your right to bear arms? Why would you do that? Like, you know, all these politicians want to make it sound like, you know, oh, you can't even walk outside. You know better. I know better. You know that's all a lie. Come on. And if we couldn't walk outside and we had to go to the store, what do you hope you have with you that you can go to the store? Well, that would be your right to bear arms and your weapon. Am I correct? Yeah. Yep, sure am correct. Because over, as you see in the UK, and this will happen in Australia, they took all their guns away. It's happened in Canada. Okay, well, do you think the attacks stopped? No, attacks didn't stop. Nope, now they're just stabbing you to death. Okay, would you rather get shot? Or would you be like rather hacked up and stabbed? Because I'll take the gunshot any day of the week. But anyway, just something to think about. People that are criminals are going to do evil stuff like that. There's nothing that's going to stop them from doing evil stuff like that. They're going to do it anyway. They're going to do it anyway. So the good people must have stuff to protect them. And now my warning's gone. This whole audio tape was supposed to be about warnings for Friday, and now I've turned it back into your standing up for your rights. But they kind of go together because when something happens, which it will, and we are running out of time, people. We have August, September, October, November. We have, I'm going to say 3 months, if even 3 months before massive chaos breaks out here at home. And it will. So, but the deal is the world war, is this other stuff going to break out before the Civil War? I don't know. Is all I can tell you is that they're happening. They're going to happen. It's impossible for it not to happen. It's coming. It's coming everywhere though. It's going to be a worldwide deal. And yeah, Civil War is going to happen. I just don't know what is first. I don't know if, the Democrats are going to try to stay in power and create a world war before the Civil War. I I don't know. But then you have to ask yourself, well, how is it going to work if they try to stay in power and they create a world war and Biden is the president? That ain't going to work. So I don't know what's going to happen yet. I can't see it yet. But all I know is that war is coming. But I can't see the dates of what I'm telling you about. What I can tell you is something major is going down on Friday. Major, people. I just don't know that it's here in the U.S. and let's hope it's not. But be vigilant, and thanks for tuning in, everybody. And y'all be safe in Austin, by the way, because I've warned y'all a year ago about a serial killer in the area. And he's been killing for the whole year. And I've already had an audio tape out on this. I mean, you can find it in my previous audio tapes. Yeah, there's one in Austin. If you are anywhere in that area or you go near that area, you guys, all of y'all, all the people, y'all need to be really safe. I'm telling you right now, there's a serial killer in Austin, and he's been there. He's been doing this for years, but he's getting worse. So, I don't know what's driving him. I don't even know what he looks like yet. I don't think. I might have been able to remote view it earlier, but I'd have to go back in my records to see what he looks like. I remember seeing what the guy looks like that's doing this in the national parks. But I couldn't remember if I saw what the one it's doing it out of Austin looks like. Anyway, be safe, because that is happening. They're just not telling you about it. So anyway, okay, thanks for tuning in to Psychic Predictions with Ryan Ray. We'll talk to you later.